Chapter 26. I'm very good at chess. Yes, since observing the 28 heaven and earth vertical and horizontal chess games, I've realized 8 supreme remnants. Gu Hai, do you dare to bet against me? Zhong Qianqi looked at Gu Hai with a cold smile. Gu Hai, Long Wanqing, young Master An, and Zhong Qianqi were forcing Gu Hai to play chess. If it was a kin fight, Gu Hai would definitely refuse and Long Wanqing would assist in obstructing it. But a chess fight? Long Wanqing stopped making a fuss all of a sudden. Gu Hai was also confused. This is heaven has a way you don't go. Hell has no door you barge in or. The way of the kin. One's own, that's a master of fakes or. Chess. That's his line of work. Master Gu, don't listen to him. Grandmaster Gu, we'll go shopping, wherever you open your no. One's the building on this street. Yes, Grandmaster Gu, we support you, change the place. We'll definitely go back. A chess fight. They're a bunch of shameless villains. If you're capable of fighting kin. Yeah, you guys have the ability to fight Grandmaster Gu over the kin. The surrounding cultivators burst into anger. Silence. City Lord Hishikong, out a cold shout. The surrounding troops immediately forced the restless cultivators some distance away. What? Don't dare, Zhong Qianqi sneered. Yeah, Gu Hai, do you dare? Young Master An also sneered in triumph. A chess match. It's not impossible. Just, how am I going to trust you guys? Gu Hai frowned. Trust? What's not to believe? Young Master An frowned. If I win, will you guys honor it? Gu Hai frowned. And in young Master An and Zhong Qianqi's eyes, it seemed as if Gu Hai had been pushed into a corner and was at his mercy. I'm in my grandfather's name, presided over by City Lord Hishikong and witnessed by the entire city. What else do you not believe? Do you not trust me? Or do you not trust my grandfather? Young Master An said in a cold voice. City Lord is willing to preside. Gu Hai looked at Hishikong. Hishikong took an odd look at Gu Hai and said with a faint smile, I happen to be here today. If you guys are willing to bet, I can also be a witness. Gu Hai was however slightly silent. Why don't you dare? Weren't you willing just now? Gu Hai, let me tell you, you already agreed to the chess fight just now. Now, you just have to fight chess even if you are willing. And you have to fight chess even if you are not willing. Young Master An said in a cold voice. Mr. Gu, don't listen to him. Countless cultivators around were anxious. Gu Hai, however, waved his hand to stop the crowd's concern and turned his head to look at young Master An and said, since young Master An has said this, it wouldn't hurt to play a game of chess. However, this lottery, isn't it a bit too small? Young Master An was slightly stunned. Hishikong, Zhong Qianqi, Zhong Qianqi, and the others all revealed bewilderment. How about this? If I lose, I leave Silvermoon City outside. This first piano building on this street. I won't tear it down. Except for my people to take it away. Everything inside the decoration pattern remains unchanged for you. And I will persuade all the shops to continue to stay inside and operate. Even, I will leave the piano's casting method for you as well. How about it? Gu Hai said with a smile. Young Master An looked at Gu Hai blankly. The others also looked at Gu Hai in confusion. Gu Hai wouldn't be crazy, right? This no. One piano building on this street is a gold-swallowing divine beast. He's going to give it all away. Zhong Qianqi whispered to young Master An. Correspondingly, if you guys lose, your Silver Moon no. One chess building belongs to me. How about it? Gu Hai said with a smile. Young Master An's eyelids fluttered furiously. This Gu Hai doesn't follow common sense. Shouldn't you be angry with resentment? How did you become so calm? Young Master An, be careful of deception, Zhong Qianqi shouted in a low voice. Fuck off. What's a trick? HMPH. I don't believe he can outplay Zhong Qianqi in chess. Young Master An was instantly furious. Right, let me remind you guys one more time. Gu Hai looked towards young Master and the others and laughed. What? I'm very good at chess, Gu Hai laughed. Young Master An, HMPH, very good at chess. You're lying to the ghost. I'll bet with you. Come on, prepare the chessboard. Young Master An shouted at once. Yes, a group of subordinates answered. Young Master An, I'll bet with you. There's the city lord and the entire city's people here to witness this. Are you showing some sincerity? Invite the officials of the transfer to come. Bring the seals, as well as all sorts of property rights certificates. Bring them all, once the game is over. Willing to gamble, and not to delay for a long time. How about it? Gu Hai said in a deep voice. I think it's you who wants to delay. All the people are here. You guys, go and bring all the property rights of Silver Moon First Chess House, young Master An said in a cold voice. Yes, a group of subordinates answered. Young Master An looked at Gu Hai coldly. The people of the entire city, however, looked at young Master An and his party angrily. Among them were worried for Gu Hai. Gu Hai also found all the property rights certificates of the No. 1 piano building in this street to prepare for this big gamble. At the same time, the people also made a contract of willingness to gamble, signing Gu Hai's name, young Master An's name, and the name of the witness city lord. There was no turning back from everything. It was only waiting to begin the moment the pieces were dropped to play chess. The people were worried. And on top of a small building not far away, Sima Changkong frowned slightly and said, This Gu Hai, why should he play? Perhaps Gu Hai is also very good at chess, a subordinate next to him curiously said. Impossible. His Qin is so powerful. His mind is drilled into the Qin Dao. Even if he can play chess, it should be limited. That Zhong Changqi is a professional chess player. Between the two, Gu Hai doesn't have the slightest advantage. Sima Changkong said blankly. The subordinate is not clear anymore. Sima Changkong looked at the ancient sea in the distance doubtfully. And in another small building, Fairy Wanna quietly stood in the house, looking coldly at Gu Hai in the crowd through the window. Villainous, Humph, you think playing chess is the same as playing the zither? Can you play a game of Canaan even in chess? Or can you play a game of pathos out of chess as well? HMPH. Let's see how you die. Fairy Wanna gritted her teeth and cursed in a low voice. Soon, everything was ready. The officials of Dahon, young master and subordinates, submitted their respective property rights to the group of officials in charge of the government, only waiting for the results to come out and immediately transfer the property. Now that the whole city was witnessing it, there couldn't be a shred of falsehood. Gu Hai and Zhong Changqi took their seats, a game of chess in front of them, to decide the ownership of the two huge properties. Mr. Gu, you first. Zhong Changqi smiled confidently. Gu Hai smiled faintly and picked up a black piece, probing his hand and pressing it on the Chunyuan position on the board. Wow, there was a clamor all around. Grandmaster Gu really doesn't know how to play chess. How can this first piece be placed in the center of the Chunyuan position? Isn't this a waste? It's over. Grandmaster Gu is going to lose. Playing Chunyuan, that's a waste. Although the surrounding cultivators had a limited understanding of chess, they still knew how to play basic chess, and the first piece, Chunyuan, was a waste of this great starting position. Far above the small building, Sima Changkong was originally sorry for Gu Hai. Steep pupils shrank. Shuzi Chunyuan, the only momentum. Gu Hai is that confident. Sima Changkong steeply raised his eyebrows. In the middle of another small building, HMPH, claptrap, Fairy Wanna said disdainfully. Zhong Changqi, young Master An, and the others laughed when they saw Gu Hai's fall. This was a death wish. Zhong Changqi slowly dropped a white disc. Pa pa pa. Gu Hai and Zhong Changqi were in the middle of landing one piece after another. The surrounding cultivators were quiet, not daring to disturb Gu Hai's chess game, their hearts anxious for Gu Hai. Outside Silver Moon City, a flying boat slowly flew towards Silver Moon City from a distant place. On top of the flying boat, there was a grey-clothed old man standing at the bow. At this moment, he looked at the distant sky. "Lord Mo, we'll be arriving at Silvermoon City in 2 more hours. Young Master and the others seem to be in Silvermoon City," a subordinate said respectfully behind him. Lord Mo nodded and smiled. Silvermoon City, the world's #1 piano building, and a bunch of the king's properties. This time it should allow me to bring back a large amount of military expenses. The frontline war has opened up. Money is needed everywhere. Young Master and is sitting in Silvermoon City. He should be fine. Moreover, I heard that the old man of Silvermoon Villa is going to hold a piano teaching conference during this period of time. The world's #1 piano building will definitely be making a lot of money day in and day out. That subordinate laughed. Yes, the world's first zither building, Silvermoon's first chess building, to be able to name the first in a city. These days must be earning buckets of money day by day. Haha. The king's military expenses don't need to worry too much, Lord Mo laughed. Yes, Silvermoon City, in front of the #1 piano building on this street. Pa. Gu Hai finally dropped a son, landing on the 9-5 position. In an instant, it raised Zhong Chanqi's white seeds, 100 grains. Raising 100 seeds at once, this was more than slaying a dragon. It was basically swallowing a dragon. Not a full plate, but Zhong Chanqi's white sun swept clean. As if not long ago, the whole city played Pathos, a song of pathos. Fighting spirit rushed to the sky, destroying the dark clouds of fate. Hiss. Countless cultivators in the 4 directions sucked in their breath. At first, they were worried that Gu Hai would lose, but in the blink of an eye, Gu Hai had let the game end with an absolute advantage. And Zhong Chanqi's pieces on top of the board were only a scattered sand, and the rest were all eaten by Gu Hai. Zhong Chanqi was stunned at the moment. No, you cheated. You cheated. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like this. Zhong Chanqi's entire body was also confused. His own pieces. How did he suddenly lose a large portion of them? It couldn't be. It couldn't be. Staring at the board, Zhong Chanqi looked for omissions on the board. It couldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like this. Where are my pieces? Where are my pieces? Zhong Chanqi was going crazy. The surrounding cultivators were stunned. Fairy Wanna was stunned with her mouth open, watching in amazement as Gu Hai landed that last piece. Won by this guy, by chance, right? Fairy Wanna also stared in disbelief. Above another small building, Sima Changkong, however, fiercely took a deep breath. First son Chonyuan, last son 9.5. Is this a coincidence? Gu Hai's chess skills are also so exquisite. My eyes are blurred. It's true, my lord. First stone Chonyuan, last stone 9.5. When it falls, the winner is already out. A person behind him whispered. Send someone to the 1,000 Island Sea to probe. What is the origin of this ancient sea? I want all the information without any details, Sima Changkong solemnly said. Ah, my lord, didn't you arrange that? Our people have already gone. No, send another batch of people. Not only him. I want all the information about his family. Get it all for me. I want the most detailed, Sima Changkong said in a deep voice. Yes. No matter how much the surrounding people marveled, no matter how much Zhong Chanqi searched for omissions on the chessboard, the ending had finally come out. Gu Hai had won. I told you, I'm very good at chess. Gu Hai stood up with a slight smile.